Hey everyone, what's happening? So Liverpool through to the fourth round of the FA Cup after knocking out Arsenal in their own backyard by 2-0. And let's be honest, we were all having Vietnam-style flashbacks in the opening half an hour of that game. A team in white, in a big open pitch, running riot and causing us problems. Yeah, I had proper Champions League final Real Madrid. Flashbacks in that one, a little bit worried, but I thought the Reds kind of rode it out. It's interesting because I watched it on BBC, and I don't know, the commentators and co-commentators set narratives. That's part of what your job is to do. You know, you tell people the story of what's unfolding in front of them from their, sort of expert opinion. Alan Shearer, I think, over-egged the pudding a bit. I'm not saying that Arsenal weren't good in the first half. They were. They were the better team in the first half. Absolutely, undoubtedly the better team. But the idea that they could have been like 4 or 5 goals ahead... Like, I get it from Shearer's perspective. If you'd passed him some of the balls that were passed in and around the box, maybe it was. But I want to let you in a little secret. Arsenal don't own Alan Shearer from 1993 to sort of 2003 or whatever. They don't. They've got Kai Havertz up front, and they've got Saka on the right, who's a fabulous little player, and is going to be, I think, one of the stars of the league. But he's not there yet, is he? And then obviously they had Reece Nelson on the left-hand side. They made the decision to give themselves some firepower off the bench. And that was what I thought was why Liverpool, was just brilliant, because Arsenal left themselves Martinelli, and you could see what he brought when he came off the bench. They had Nketiah on the bench, didn't use him till late, stupid. They had firepower in reserve in attacking areas that Liverpool didn't have available to them. They clearly thought they could play a full 90-minute game and use the extra quality and subs to their advantage. And Liverpool ended up, because the game isn't out of sight, they're bringing Conor Bradley on, they're bringing Bobby Clark on. I mean, Bobby Clark I can't think of many minutes, if at all, he's played for us this season. He looked great in pre-season, but he's been injured since then. Smart footballer, to be sure, but that should have been the tipping point in that game. That should have been Liverpool going, oh, well, we've run out of players here to use in this, but we're playing a long season. We've got a League Cup semi-final coming up in midweek, so they're having to rotate to keep people fresh and go with the sports science almost. And that should have been the point where Arsenal then have got the better players to bring on, and Liverpool are weakening their side. And instead, Conor Bradley was just brilliant. I thought he was like, it would be an over exaggeration to put him being man of the match or whatever. That would be a joke, but in terms of just coming on and just being really professional, really calm, just really mature. I loved Conor Bradley's performance. I thought Bobby Clark, actually, it's weird because he doesn't do loads, but like taking that yellow card, it's a very mature thing to do in that situation. Liverpool are trying to go on and take the game to Arsenal. They could leave the back door open the other way. Take the foul, take the yellow card. That is the kind of thing that you often lose when you bring young players into football matches. So brilliant from them. Konate got BBC Man of the Match. I thought Kwanzaa was better than Konate, if I'm honest, because I think Kwanzaa's just better on the ball. I just wouldn't have given it to Ibu Konate because how disjointed he is when he's got the ball at his feet, I think upset a little bit of what Liverpool were doing. It took us a while to get used to things, and I think we had to restructure the attack. I put a tweet out at half-time saying I thought we needed to put Gakpo through the middle, because actually he drops deeper and he just gives you a better out ball when you just look at, when you're under pressure and your centre halves are going long. Quanta did a couple of them and Darwin wasn't switched on, but actually the change was made better just for having Diaz on the right, and it was one of the things I called the other week, I think on the podcast, of getting back over there and let him run riot. But obviously Darwin's been a bit reborn in recent weeks, just having that pace to stretch things down the left-hand side again. And yeah, so Liverpool just played the game really well. They were resolute in defence. Keeper makes a couple of decent saves. Joe Gomez, I thought, handled Saka by and large brilliantly as well. And then, yeah, Trent Alexander-Arnold, best player on the pitch, one of the best players in the country right now. Captain the side, wonderful to see. Great delivery, causes the own goal, and then Luis Diaz smashed it home to finish it off. And the best thing, but this is going to be a super obvious thing to say, but not only are Liverpool through to the fourth round, but Arsenal are out. And I know, yeah, you go, Paul, yeah, obviously. But what I mean by that is there's probably 2 teams in the whole competition who are as good as, if not maybe better than Liverpool, and Arsenal are one of them, and now they're out because we've gotten past that test, so that's absolutely brilliant. So yeah, you've taken a potential FA Cup winner off the board as well as getting through to the next round. So magic stuff. brilliant, and no replay, which is great for everyone. Right, what do you think? Who was your man of the match? Let me know in the comments underneath. And other than that, have an amazing rest of your Sunday. Because the Reds are not just top of the league, but they're through to the next round of the FA Cup as well.